tell me what's fucking going on.
You think I want to jack this rip?
I don't trust you right now, and that's a fucking problem.
Hello, and welcome to Cinebolt. If you are an action enthusiast, 2026 is shaping up to be a monumental year for streaming cinema. Netflix is doubling down on high-octane spectacle, reuniting iconic duos and expanding beloved franchises to keep audiences worldwide glued to their screens. So prepare your watch lists as we count down the top 5 most anticipated Netflix action movies arriving in 2026. Number 5. The Rip.
The ideas?
Who might want this money? $20 million. Where do you want to start?
It is an upcoming 2026 action crime thriller directed by Joe Carnahan. The film features a high-profile cast including Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Steven Yeun, and Scott Adkins. The narrative centers on a group of Miami police officers who stumble upon millions of dollars in untraceable cash. This discovery triggers a visceral spiral of distrust and lethal danger as external forces descend to reclaim the wealth. Visually, the film is expected to carry Carnahan's signature gritty, propulsive energy, utilizing the sun-drenched yet shadowy aesthetic of Miami to heighten the suspense. The primary strength lies in the electrifying reunion of Affleck and Damon, whose nuanced chemistry often elevates genre material. However, the corrupt cops and found money trope is well worn, and the film risks falling into predictable narrative rhythms if the script lacks originality. Despite potential genre cliches, the stellar ensemble and Carnahan's direction make this a must-see for fans of intense, character-driven crime dramas. Number 4. Enola Holmes 3. It is an upcoming 2026 mystery action-adventure directed by Harry Bradbeer. Based on the novels by Nancy Springer, Millie Bobby Brown returns as the titular detective, alongside Henry Cavill as Sherlock and Helena Bonham Carter. The story revolves around a more mature Enola as she travels to Malta to untangle a web of family deception and high-stakes international intrigue. The film promises a visually magnificent expansion of its Victorian-era world, blending sunny Mediterranean locales with the franchise's trademark fourth-wall-breaking wit. A significant strength is the evolution of Enola's character into a darker, more sophisticated investigator, providing greater emotional depth. Conversely, the shift toward a darker tone might alienate younger viewers who enjoyed the whimsical nature of the earlier installments. Furthermore, balancing the screen time of the iconic Sherlock with Enola's solo journey remains a delicate challenge. Overall, it is a highly anticipated sequel for those who enjoy intellectual puzzles wrapped in vibrant, fast-paced action. Number 3. Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. It is a 2026 epic gangster drama directed by Tom Harper. Cillian Murphy reprises his iconic role as Tommy Shelby, joined by Rebecca Ferguson and Barry Keoghan. Set against the chaotic backdrop of 1940s Birmingham during World War II, the narrative follows Tommy as he emerges from exile to confront his past demons while navigating the shifting allegiances of a nation at war. The film aims to deliver a cinematic scale far beyond the original series, featuring atmospheric, smoke-filled production design and visceral combat sequences. The core strength is Cillian Murphy's enigmatic performance, which has become a cultural touchstone. However, transitioning a long-running television narrative into a self-contained feature film can lead to pacing issues or underdeveloped side characters. Despite the pressure of high expectations, the film's pedigree suggests a powerful conclusion to the Shelby legacy. It is an essential viewing experience for fans of historical crime sagas and gritty character studies. Number 2. War Machine. It is a 2026 science fiction action thriller directed by Patrick Hughes. The film stars Alan Ritchson and Dennis Quaid. The plot follows the final recruits of a grueling special ops boot camp who find their training put to the ultimate test when they encounter a deadly extraterrestrial force. The story revolves around the recruits' struggle for survival against an otherworldly threat that defies conventional military tactics. Technically, the film is expected to showcase Hughes' talent for large-scale choreography and high-stakes tension bolstered by sophisticated CGI and a claustrophobic atmosphere. The primary strength is the casting of Alan Ritchson, whose physical presence is perfectly suited for intense sci-fi combat. On the downside, high-concept sci-fi often risks relying too heavily on jargon or generic alien invasion tropes. If the emotional stakes are not clearly defined, the action may feel hollow. Nevertheless, it remains a promising thrill ride for fans of military sci-fi and survival horror. Number 1. Apex. It is a 2026 survival action thriller directed by Baltasar Kormakur. The film features Charlize Theron as Sasha, a grieving woman, and Taron Egerton as Ben, a ruthless predator. The narrative centers on a terrifying game of cat and mouse in the unforgiving Australian wilderness, where Sasha must utilize every survival instinct to outmaneuver a man intent on her destruction. Cormacour, known for his rugged adventure dramas, utilizes the vast, sun-scorched landscape to create an evocative sense of isolation and peril. The film's strength lies in its focus on endurance and psychological grit, anchored by Theron's reputation for physically demanding, nuanced roles. However, the simplicity of a survival hunt narrative can sometimes lead to repetitive sequences or a lack of narrative complexity in the second act. Despite these concerns, the combination of top-tier talent and a visceral setting positions this as a standout thriller. Overall, it is a must-see for audiences who appreciate primal, high-stakes survival cinema.